All right, here we go. Meta's going to be reporting earnings, and it's time to catch the market reacting to it. So welcome to July 26th, 1 p.m. Arizona time, which is market closed. There it goes. Looks like we should be seeing the market react to either positive or negative earnings. One of the trends that we've been seeing for a lot of big tech, except for Google, but Microsoft, Tesla, Netflix, but even American Airlines, they exceed expectation, yet their guidance is off and they end up actually selling off. I don't know if it's because markets are so overbought and or they want not only for us to exceed expectation, but way better for future forecasts. So right now it's not looking bad. It's not looking good. It's not looking bad. It looks like it's still trying to decide if it's going to go up or down. There it goes. It looks a little bit more on the bullish side of things. Let's see which way we actually end up going. What's up? What's up? Good afternoon. How are we all doing today? Here we go. All right, looks like it's still in the green. What's up? What's up? Good afternoon. Looks like it's going to be 5 minutes after the market closes, which means that we got 3.5 minutes from right now. We did trade today, so I closed out all of my positions. I haven't taken another trade. Made $11,872 on SQQQ, and then I made $597 on TQQQ. But all of my positions, I just left them with my one lucky share, and the same thing with SQQQ. One of the things that I like to do, and this is just my preference and my opinion, I like to stay as close to cash as possible anytime that any big economic report or any form of news or reports are going to be released, as again we have a very simple saying: I would rather be late to a rally than early to a sell-off. I've made a mistake so many times before, and I still make them from time to time, right? Yeah, just my little 2 cents for those that are just getting started and trying to predict the market. I often find that that gets me in more trouble than just staying patient and waiting for confirmation. Here it goes. It looks like direction's a little bit more on the favorable side for the bulls. We are up 0.5% for Meta so far. So when talking about what our market's expectation for Meta earnings, again, still yet to be released, but we have earnings per share forecast $2.91 and revenue at $31.08 billion. This is for Meta, also known as Facebook, previously known as Facebook. Okay. All right. How many of you guys joined us for the FOMC meeting? Did you guys join us for that? That nice little live stream? Pretty crazy performance, right? Nice rally. Again, overreaction. We've seen it happen time and time again. And then a quick correction, and it looks like it's trying to make its way back up. So all right, here we go. Looks like we hit highs today of around 301.50. So I just like to point that out. It looks like we've been trying to hold above the moving average, but again, all of these technicals mean absolutely nothing when fundamentals are being put into place, right? Every indicator is just to be used as a reference, never as a sole reason on why to take a trade. LPV here, what's going on? Elite PC 74, what's up? What's up? Looks like we're still waiting. We got a minute and a half left before we actually see earnings being reported. All right, we got about a minute left. It should be released 5 minutes after. Right, still not released. Nope. I still don't see it released on my side. So we got less than 1 minute left until we hit 1:05 p.m. which is 4:05 p.m. for those Eastern Standard Time, right? Are you still using the Mac Mini as your setup? I am at our office. Here at home, I have just the iMac. I like that, Christopher. So right behind me, we got NASDAQ, so you guys can both see Meta and how it performs and see how it influences overall markets. So do we have anything moving big after market hours? Doesn't look like it. Nothing too significant. Going back to retest. Oh, here it goes, popping off. Look at that. Meta 6% push. Wow. Look at that. Does this mean that we beat it? Here it goes. Investing.com still trying to update. Wow. 7% on the day. Congratulations, Bulls. Thank you for going live for the FOMC. That was very entertaining and informative. Of course, Jordy, I appreciate you taking time and joining both the FOMC live stream and this one. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for our live trading session. And again, that's the second link in the description down below for those that are looking for it. Look at that. 8%. I haven't seen Meta jump up this much in a while. 323. Meta just broke above $300 a share. That was a resistance, right? 320. We're at 324 right now. Wow, wow, wow. Let's look at the day chart just to see where this would put us. We're at 324, which would be roughly where we were at the end of 2021. So everything that Meta lost based off of previous earnings, it now has gained back. Wait, it's pulling on back. Is this an overreaction? Let's see, what do you guys think? So this dropped us QQQ quite a bit. I'm choosing still to hold back. I don't have any open trades right now, but it almost does look like an overreaction. But of course, again, we never know exactly. Playing these earnings can be very, very risky. I mean, they just, not that they just can be, they are very risky, right? Of course, LRF car reviews, happy to be hosting them. So let me see. Okay, so their earnings call is at 5 p.m. EDT, which should be nearly an hour from now. So it looks like that might be the second win, but as of right now, the market is reacting in a very, very, very positive way. So this is actually quite interesting to see. We shall see if the market continues to react in a positive way or if it ends up changing direction quickly on us. I mean, I think that the market's overbought, but I mean, I've been wrong before, but I think it's going to be very interesting to see which way the market ends up going. Massive wick down. Yeah, it looks like it's testing its support here for Meta. We got QQQ testing that same resistance, right? Beautiful. Beautiful setup. Testing same resistance. I mean, obviously Meta and the influence that it's having to overall market. So you guys see that? I mean, we have Meta right here on my main screen that you guys could see. And then we have NASDAQ right behind me. This is why it's so important. You know, Meta reporting positive earnings might be helping the stocks that you're invested in and you weren't even invested in Meta, right? Meta goes up, it brings up NASDAQ, and then it brings up everything else with it. Vice versa. Meta sells off, brings down NASDAQ, then probably brings down everything else with it, right? Let's go ahead and see what was actually reported for Meta earnings. Let's go ahead and break this down. So we got Meta reporting earnings today with the EPS being at $2.98 with the expectation of $2.91, so beating EPS expectation, and also beating revenue with an expectation of $31.08 billion and reporting $32 billion. So again, coming in higher than expected. Very impressive. But obviously they have to be sharing something when it comes down to AI, right? And there it goes. It looks like it is beginning to pull on back. I'm going to have some fun here. And get into this. Please do not copy. Oh, shoot. And 2,500 weeks. That would have been a rough one. Just easing into it. I like how overbought Meta has become. We'll see if it actually ends up correcting itself or if it continues. Again, a way to manage my risk is to manage my position size. So we shall see, right? I don't have to be completely afraid to take advantage of an opportunity. I can just choose to tone it down with the volume being position size. And if it's more risky, then I go in with a lighter position. If it's less risky and I feel more comfortable, if direction's more favorable, then I can step on the gas and I can turn up the volume, right? And here it goes. NASDAQ dropping in favor of SQQQ. And I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I mean, I've hit and exceeded my daily goal for the day. So not going to put myself into a tough spot or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure that we can catch the market's reaction. I'm not going to take too much of your guys' time. I wanted to go live. I wanted to break down Meta's earnings when it comes down to their expectation and what they actually reported. And as you can see here, we came in higher than expected on both, and the market is reacting in a positive way. I wanted to warn you that Meta does have an earnings call based off of the set time is 5 p.m. Eastern time, which should be in the next 50 minutes. If you want to look out for that, feel free to. One of the things that I want to remind you is I often find earning calls to be more important. And what I mean by that is earning calls tend to give guidance on future forecasts and not just previous quarters. And that tends to really shift the overall market based off of what we've seen in the past before with Tesla, Netflix, and even Microsoft reporting earnings, beating expectation, but then selling off due to their earnings call and the lower expectation and guidance that are set. My job here is just to make you aware of that. You can do whatever it is that you want with it. I wish you nothing but the best. I want to remind you that if you have any questions, please do not make it more complicated than it has to be. Shoot me a direct message via Discord or Instagram, whichever one is more suitable for you. And that's the first or third link in the description down below. We had an amazing live trading session today. I would love for you to see it. If you've never watched me trade live, if you've watched me trade live and you're just trying to get a free live, I'm not going to send it to you. But if you're an absolute beginner and you've never watched me trade live, send me a direct message either via Discord or via Instagram, and that's the first or third link in the description down below. Shoot me a DM, ask for the today's live trading, and I'll send it on over to you. It's just the raw live. You get to see my entries, you get to see my exits, but most importantly, you get to hear my thought process behind the trade that led me to later making, as of right now, 12K. But at that point during today's live, I made 6K. And that's how I started off the day. So I would love for you to get a taste of what the LPP team gets to experience every single day. Again, I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open for our live trading session, and you guys know where that link is. It's the second link in the description down below if you're ready to join our team. I really do appreciate your time. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. It looks like we're getting at that 13K mark. I'm going to get my limit order ready. I'm going to sell 3,500 shares and put my limit order, I believe, based off of this rejection range. We've been getting rejected close to the moving average, so I'm going to set it right around 1783. If you're part of LPP, I will keep you up to date. With I have to set this to EXT to be able to trade after market hours. I'll keep you up to date under the trade ideas via our LPP Discord. I do want to remind you that once you join LPP, not only do you get access to the A to Z video lesson library that's designed for complete beginners, but you also get access to the live sessions and our private LPP group chat. It's all explained for you within our first 3 videos of the course. So when you sign up, sign in, watch the first 3 videos, and it explains to you exactly what to expect and how to get connected via Discord and to watch the live sessions. I appreciate your time. Thank you again for tuning on in for Meta Earnings. Beat expectations for both earnings per share and revenue, and has its earning calls in the next 47 minutes. So make sure that you set your alarm for that. I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open for our live session, and that's that second link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.